It's showtime.
BS and Beer Media, in association with STWFTV, the Podcasting Network.
Introducing the best in the world! Ooh, yeah!
Going on, everybody? Welcome in. It's another episode, Best in the World, hashtag BITW. I'm Dale. We got Trell in the house from Sports for You Wrestling. What's going on, man?
Hey, man, what's going on? Glad to be back. Glad to be back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Glad to have you back. Hello, everybody. What's up, John? Reginald, we got Faith in the house.
What up, Poos? Is Kev still alive?
Wait, so what happened with Tiffy's first pitch? What?
I mean, let's just
I
stall
missed
her out,
this.
man. Let in her defense, she was a gymnast, not a softball player. Let's just stall her out. She threw it towards the stands and not towards the catcher. So, she put a little bit oomph. She put a little bit oomph in that pitch. You know what I'm saying?
No, I gotta go find this now.
But it's kind of unfair to give her such a hard time. So I'm not even going into that.
God,
Let the woman be. Jesus.
She's still hot out there. All right, and that's
Just let her be. All the guys that make mistakes, and let her be.
Yeah, you got people don't make the plate, bro. That would have made the plate if she threw it the right direction.
Yeah, but who cares? Like, why are we harping over Tiffany Stratton missing the pitch? Who cares?
Yes, indeed. All right, man. We are hot off of Money in the Bank and Worlds Collide, and the OTC himself was in the building. Trell.
Yeah, it was on home turf.
Weekend, bro.
It was on home turf. Me, John, and Nessa from Humber Rose's podcast. We pretty much took over LA. It was an LA takeover from CC and THN. So we had a blast. It was supposed to be 4 of us, but someone missed their flight. So
sorry about that. Yeah. I heard about the flight thing.
It was fun. Yeah, that's the one. We met Roxanne. It was a great moment. We had fun. It was the best 3 days span we had as a group. It was the first time we met as a group. So yeah, the Fantastic Four turned to the IWC Big 3, and we handled business in LA.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Looks like a good time there. Did you get to talk to Roxanne for a little bit? Yeah,
it was just it was pretty much hey, hello, and keep it pushing. Given the the news that was surrounding her that weekend, security was tight, so it was just take the photo and be about your business. Thank you, come again, type of thing. So, she opened up a little bit for the kids, but other than that, it's just hi, snap a photo, deuces.
Yeah. I get it. Hey, you did it a million times already, Definitely understand that. So that's a long weekend for them, I think. Having to do this meet and greets and all that kind of stuff, and perform, practice, and all that kind of stuff too. Like, it's a lot. So, but yeah, man, it did look like a lot of fun. So let's get into the event, because listen, Worlds Collide came about, and this guy captured the imagination of everybody. Mr.
Captain Sprite.
Like, bro, the dude was captivating for real. Like, they had a good match, everything like that. Don't get me wrong, but his whole gimmick with the iguana was like, I was intrigued. Was it that over in the arena too?
Man, the building went wild, bro. The
Yeah,
building went wild. They saw him at we was at Worlds Collide. We got a people who didn't know who he was. We got a taste of him, and then when they showed him at Money in the Bank, the reception was so big that they immediately released a statement saying, due to him being so over, expect to see him in NXT soon.
yes, yes. Like for real, man. Like I wouldn't even be surprised to see this dude on Raw. Like in a tag team match or something, bro. Like, dude is over, bro.
Like 9,000. Dude was over like 99,000, man, because it was like you haven't seen a gimmick like that in a long
Right,
time.
right.
So him wrestling with a iguana in his mouth is it's you
Yes,
don't see that every day.
right, right. Like his ring work wouldn't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think it was like fantastic Mysterio kind of work, but his ring work was pretty nice too.
Yeah.
And the iguana just takes it up another notch. Like Lindsay Dorado played along. It was great, bro.
Yeah, it's another comical gimmick.
Yeah,
That's all. It's just
mhm.
another comical gimmick. They haven't had that since probably like, what, the Boogeyman when he had an actual live worm. This one has a fake
Yeah,
iguana, so
yeah.
he's gonna make them some money because it's gonna captivate a whole lot of kids.
That iguana, my gosh, you sell so many freaking iguanas.
Yep, that's gonna hit the merch stands real soon. I guarantee it.
Uh, yes,
They're
yes,
gonna
for
market the
real.
hell out of him with the presentation and everything when once they sign him.
Yes, yes, absolutely. It's a matter of time, man. I give it a couple of weeks. All right.
Yeah,
All
they
right,
want
this
it
thing's
now.
hot.
Yeah.
All right, this thing is hot at AAA. Okay, we're sorry. We're gonna
Agreed.
take one of you people. This how it goes.
Agreed. Agreed.
But yeah, the presentation, all that kind of stuff was funny. Shawn Michaels got made fun of for not having tat on, but it's the uh what the country's national anthem can have a hat on.
Yeah.
So he did what he had to do.
Everybody gotta make fun of somebody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The man is old. When you get old, your hairline recedes and you start losing hair. Now everyone can be Fabio to their dying days. So it's gonna be you. The people that's laughing, that's gonna be you when you get up
Right.
there in your 50s and 60s, and you're gonna have a young buck laughing at you. So
That's right. Hey,
I'm not. It was good to see
Sean.
DX again.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Sean had his heyday. He's fine. He could take it.
Yeah. Yeah. He's over there. He's over there forming, the future women's division right now. He ain't worrying about his hair getting made fun of.
Like I touched all your moms. How about that? That's the ultimate comeback.
and grandma, and if you want to be realistic, some grandmas too.
Right.
You know?
Exactly, man. Exactly. So, how did you enjoy the Worlds Collide event itself? So there was a lot of Spanish. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm in a totally different state. I'm not around a whole bunch of Hispanics and all this kind of stuff, so I'm not used to this. I mean, Hispanic is more prevalent in Los Angeles area, but it seemed like to me like the Hispanics took over, and this was like Mexico visiting the United States, and we're just kind of peeking in on this thing. Was that the vibe there? Or
it's a takeover every day, man. We already know California runs off the Latinos, and we love the Latinos around here. Trust me. But it was literally my first time going to a Lucha Libre event. I always wanted to know what it was like. So seeing all the Latin representation as far as like actors, comedians, musicians, they were out there, and hearing the Mexican anthem and Lillian Garcia was there announcing in Spanish. So it was a vibe that I always wanted to experience, and I'm glad that I actually had the chance to experience it. And I actually bought some merch too, so I definitely supported, you know, Latin culture and the lucha libre, because the whole arena was just chanting lucha, lucha, lucha.
Oh yeah,
So it was
oh yeah,
it was dope, man. I loved it.
yeah, man. Yeah. Okay. Look, the some of the matches, results or whatever. Um, we did get a little thing from Dom to set up a match at Money in the Bank, which is pretty cool. I thought that was cool to have him out there in the crowd, giving him a little spot and everything like that. Rey Mysterio
Hmm.
coming out, of course. You got to have that. He's a legend.
We was literally
Um,
sitting right behind him.
really?
Yeah, we was like he
Ah,
was probably like maybe like 10, like almost like 12, 13 rows ahead of us. He was sitting in the front row. We was like behind him. So we saw a video online of him there, and we're like, where is he? I just
yeah.
looked straight, looked down. I'm like, oh, I recognize the mullet. I'm like, well, there he is
Okay.
over there with Liv.
All
So
right.
to see that interaction and see that match get announced to Money in the Bank, I'm like, oh, that made Nessa's day. She's a big
Yeah,
Dominic
man.
Mysterio fan.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
when she found out where he was, it was geek mode for 20
I,
minutes.
I probably pop for Dom too, bro. Like I do, I
Uh,
do so
and
over, bro.
and the fact that he wasn't like a cowardly heel, he was like the aggressor starting the
Yes,
fight, and
yes,
it's like I'm loving this run that he's on right now. So
yeah, yeah. Look, I'm loving that the crowd is giving him cheers. Even though we're supposed to be booing him. Like,
yeah,
like
and it was funny. It was funny because Rey Mysterio was sitting at ringside. So I'm looking at Dom. He's getting one of the stagehands' attention, wave flagging him down. He's like, hey, tap my dad real quick. And he taps Ray. Ray's looking at him. He's talking smack to his dad.
Dude's always working, bro. They always working.
I'm like, this is hilarious. He got all that man's just talk smack. That was
Yes,
dope.
dude. um, Look, the LWO looked great in this match too, and I'm
Oh man, they
talking
showed
about
out.
what's dude's name here?
Cruz del Toro.
Cruz del Toro. My God, that dude was amazing in this match, bro. Like we
Man,
holding him back.
Yes, when he's given the green light to showcase, he
Yes.
stands out, man. I'm telling you, these luchadors, him, Dragon Lee, Legado de Fantasma, you let these guys go off, they can put on the show for your brand. And it's like it was a thing of magic. That's why it's like, they take pride in their craft, and it shows, man, because they give the people what they pay for.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. Like when I saw that dude do some of his moves, I was like, yo, we holding him back. Let this dude go, man. We really love him. And the LWO too. Let these dudes go.
Hey, you missing one key photo, Dale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
What's the photo?
You missing one key photo from the event, sir. If Booker T is watching this show, he'd be very upset with you.
Oh, you talking about Stephanie?
Yeah. Stephanie and Lola.
I did have that one about ready to put in there. I didn't do it though.
Oh, see,
yeah, doing a little move. Yeah.
No
hey, so is the crowd really going ha like Booker T?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That is over now. Booker T got himself over by doing that. So even when he's not there, they did it at Money in the Bank too. Like,
yes,
it's
sure
yeah.
I like it. This fatal 4-way match that
so Jake
Ethan Page pulled out the win. I thought this was a great match. and a great way for Ethan Page to win the way they did it. But I guess I'm still feeling some kind of way about just pulling Ricky Saints. Like, what was the point?
I don't know. I mean, maybe they wanted Ethan to represent WWE at Worlds Collide. I have no idea. I think Ricky Saints would have did a good job representing NXT at Worlds Collide, but I don't understand the logic. I don't know if they're gonna play hot potato with this title or not, but shout out to Javon Evans, man. He was definitely playing the role of the black guy that got invited to the Quinceañera. Because the man showed up, he showed up, and he was bouncy, man. He was definitely bouncy.
He dive like to the announce table is insane, bro.
Yeah. He mixed well with the luchadors, man. He really did. He shined. I was happy that he represented NXT well, represented the culture well, and yeah, man, he fit right on in. It's like Ethan Page was just the how can I say it? I'm not gonna say American because he's not American, but
yeah,
like Faith said, you can tell he stands out like a sore thumb. Like it was. Yeah, he's
the
base
as
far as being a mat. Yeah,
you need a base. Cheerleading,
the base of everything. Yeah. Everyone's doing flips. He just comes in there with the power moves and the technicalities and the cowardly heel win, still in the win. So
exactly, it works great. That works great. I mean, it gives him exactly what he needs: a cowardly win. And now he wins.
It was good. So, it was a good fatal 4-way.
So yeah, he's still champ with the North American title there. So shout out to Ethan Page there, man. So let's get into Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
It's Wolf here, man. So big takeaways, Becky Lynch, the new women's IC champ.
Yeah, it was a whole lot of disappointment in that arena. Like she basically won the same way Lara beat her, but she grabbed the tights, whatever. But having her not only raise her hand, but raise her hand in all four corners of the ring, and then put the strap on her, that was diabolical. That was diabolical. But I respect Lyra for dropping her afterwards. So I like this attitude of Live Valkyria.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to ask. The event atmosphere from Worlds Collide to Money in the Bank, how did it feel different? Did it feel different?
Well, it felt different because you can tell the difference between like a Lucha Libre event and a Money in the Bank event, because Money in the Bank event had everybody. Like the Lucha Libre, you can just tell that it was, for the culture. There's a definitely cultural difference between the two, and it was amazing. We left Worlds Collide, took that long 10-15 minute walk to Money in the Bank because they're pretty much on the same area. They're just like maybe like depends on how fast you walk, 10 to 15 minutes apart from one another. So we were just walking there and just, cooling off. Then went into there and it was a whole nother vibe in Money in the Bank.
Okay. That's interesting. How close are the stadiums to each other, the Forum and into it?
It's, if you want to look at it this way, you can look at it as like a college campus. Like they're literally a good 4 or 5 blocks from each other, but they're long blocks. But they're pretty close. They're pretty close. You can literally walk from there to there.
All right, good. All right. So not only did Becky Lynch win the ISC championship, but surprise in my eyes, Naomi missed Money in the Bank. I didn't think they'd actually let her, win this match here.
Really?
And he's got the briefcase.
You didn't think she's gonna get it?
I'm surprised, bro. I'm shocked. I really am.
Dude, we was all hoping, pleading, and begging and demanding this woman win Money in the Bank because the run she was having, it would have been so injustice for her to come up short.
I mean, Jade has whipped her behind way too many times.
Yep. And she's gonna get the last line when she becomes WWE Women's Champion. So it was the arena went nuts when she grabbed the briefcase. So now she's Miss Caution in the Bank.
Yeah, man. I love it. I love it, man. Because who do you think the target is for the cash in?
Oh,
are we cashing in on Tiffany?
I think I wouldn't be surprised if she cashes in on Tiffany right away, but I think she's probably gonna wait until either Jade or Bianca beats Tiffany, because I have Jade winning the Queen of the Ring tournament, gets a shot at Tiffany. She beats Tiffany. Hopefully by then Bianca comes back healthy from her finger injury. Those two can battle it out for the title, and that's where you have Naomi come in, just like the Shield was, like, all of them were WWE champions in the same night at one point. Recreate that, but with Naomi cash in on either Bianca or Jade, and there you go. She becomes the WWE champion.
Okay. I like this set of events here. Let's do this.
So SummerSlam's gonna be pretty good. If it goes well, SummerSlam's gonna be pretty good. You're gonna have the big three duking it out for the championship.
Right. That could be pretty nice. And we did have that brief appearance from Bianca when they went to Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of be expected, I guess. But she should be back pretty soon though. Broken fingers heal pretty quickly usually when they stand them up and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, so right now she's doing rehab for it, so she may or may not be at Evolution, but she should be good to go for SummerSlam.
I wonder how this is affecting her sewing work.
I don't think she's been doing any sewing, so hopefully
she's still be making that gear.
Last time she posted a video, she was still having trouble grabbing with that finger. So
okay.
Maybe I mean she's getting there, but maybe she doesn't need that finger she does need that finger. That's her middle finger. So I don't know how she's doing now, but hopefully soon.
Yeah, man. Okay. See, breaking news: Jade Cargill got casted for a first movie with Jonathan Majors. Production starts this fall. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
She's gonna be starring the opposite of Jonathan Majors. So not only is it gonna be a production, he's actually gonna be in the movie.
Wow. I wonder what kind of movie it's gonna be. If it's gonna be action or what.
Who knows? But I'll be down to see it.
I mean, look, I'm going to support whatever it is. I'm just curious what it may be.
It's good to see Jonathan Majors back in the movies again. So,
oh yeah, absolutely. But Liv movie she shot was action too, right?
Yeah. All these stars, getting into acting, getting them agencies, so they trying to stay getting that income on whatever, because you never know when their career gets cut short or their contracts get cut short. So they already planning ahead. So that's what I like about this era, because
if Jay they didn't have options. If Jay's gonna be shooting a movie this fall, maybe she won't win the Queen of the Ring.
Oh, she can still win. That's where you bring in the cash in. She finally wins the title, but then she loses it, and then she whatever happens between her, Bianca, and Naomi, take time off, finish the movie, and come back, whenever it's done, and look to get her title back.
All right. John says a thriller. So okay.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested for sure. Well, I mean, look, it's going to be opportunity for other people. Fate. That's this how it is. Somebody vacate. That's a spot that opens. Somebody got to be ready to take it. So,
yeah, I mean, Seth Rollins did one. Becky Lynch did one.
Yeah.
When they call, it's like that's an honor. You can't just say, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah. Exactly.
So
exactly.
you're a
Especially
top star,
WWE
and they
gonna
call you
work
for a
with you.
movie. Yeah,
No, man.
that's more money for them.
That out. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. All right. So we were chanting, "We want truth" the whole time. And we got truth. They gave us truth. Well, sort of like Ryan Killings, but he's in the building. He got a new contract, and he's telling you, like, hey, don't let him say that your voice don't matter, because it clearly does. And from what I heard, Nick Khan himself got involved and made this happen. So that's pretty big.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
that's pretty big.
I mean, put it this way: they were chanting, "We want truth" at Worlds Collide.
Yes,
that was a luchador AAA event, and they was chanting, "We want truth." Yeah. Women's Money in the Bank, we want truth. Becky versus Lyra, we want truth. Truth shows up, it all changed to "We got truth."
Yeah. Exactly, man.
Oh man. Oh, Metro Boomin does, dude. Get rid of Death Rebel, man.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Get rid of Death
I did
Rebel.
hear that somebody's supposed to be working on something for Braun Breaker, right? A new theme for Braun Breaker.
I mean, I think it was rumored that wasn't it rumored it was supposed to have been Limp Bizkit or Fred Durst and
Limp Bizkit, I think, yeah.
It was a rumor, but Fred Durst caught on to the rumors like, hey, you know what? It's not true, but I'm down. So let's get Def Rebel up out of here, man. Pack them boys up, and send them on their way. Send them to AEW or something, because I mean,
great.
Some of that stuff ain't hitting.
Always hit and miss, man.
But yeah, man, when Truth showed up, at first I'm like, that can't be who I think it is. But then when I looked at the screen, I saw the ankles. I'm like, oh, ain't no one on that roster that black. So I'm like, oh, that's Truth. Took off the mask, man. The whole crowd went wild.
See, I don't like this. Seth should not change this theme. Like, everybody's singing. Leave it alone.
I mean, it might sound something similar. You never know. Just never know. Never know. Just never know.
Yes, I think I did see this
for Jacob. Take my money.
I think I did see this. Say Metro Boomin wants to do a theme for Jacob Fatu. So yeah.
Hell yeah. Cool. Oh yeah.
That'd be cool.
Take my money.
Speaking of Jacob Fatu here, we saw him during Money in the Bank. He turned on Solo, stopped Solo from winning for sure, and then did his move, the moonsault off the top there.
Dog walked him.
Oh yeah. So do we get this in Saudi Arabia? What is fight happening at? What do you think?
I don't know, man. I think they're gonna drag this out, because I've been hearing some rumblings that they're bringing in some people to this storyline. And there's another bloodline member somewhere. Yeah, new people. I've heard they're bringing in some more people into this, so I think this is probably going to get dragged out to SummerSlam. So I see Jacob and Solo for the U.S. title at SummerSlam. So I think that should be the spot, and just have them just drag this out until then, because this is about to get good. This is about to get real good.
Okay. Huh. All right. So who do we think? What, Zilla Fatu?
I also heard Hikaleo finally probably gonna rear his head on in WWE. I mean, if Hikaleo comes in and he sides with Solo, then eventually they got to go get Zilla, right? Or are they gonna have Jimmy join forces with him?
Okay. Okay.
Exactly, Faith. When he said "I hate you," I was like, "Oof."
Right.
We was waiting for him to say that.
My goodness. Oh,
and
Solo.
and
Just hate Solo like this.
And shout out to Solo, because he was a comic relief throughout that match. I mean, he was doing LA Knight stuff, he was doing Andrade stuff, he was doing Penta stuff and making fun of him. He even, did the thank you when he beat down Americano. That the dude is funny, man. They're letting him.
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago, this man was a serious enforcer that you couldn't break, and now he's just like, you can tell he's the Usos' baby brother for sure.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
It might be Hikaleo.
Okay. Was that East South Fatu? All right.
Either that or Isaiah.
Okay, Isaiah. Yeah, that sounds like. All right.
I mean, if that's the case, man, it's gonna get good in the summertime, man. Another bloodline feud going into the summer.
I still think we need like a wise man replacement. I mean, I get Solo is doing more talking and everything like that, but he's still young, bro. He's still young. He's have some kind of elder person there.
Oh, that's Zilla's name. Oh.
Okay.
They'd be kind of awkward if they put Zilla with Solo, seeing that Zilla's been calling out Solo in the Indies for stealing his father's stuff.
Yeah.
So they'd be kind of messed up if they don't take advantage of that and they side him with Solo. The money's right there on the table.
Okay. This is gonna be interesting then. Let's see what happens. See who joins up then. Because man, they got so much talent still in NXT and all of that, man. So
Raw can use some of that talent, because SmackDown is crazy right now. So Raw can use some more of that talent.
Yep. So thoughts on Seth Rollins becoming Mr. Money in the Bank here?
I still think it should have been LA Knight. Okay. That was LA Knight's third straight year in Money in the Bank, and it was in his hometown. But it looks like he's gonna be feuding. Oh, hey,
I like what you could hear, Fate.
because he always publicly acknowledged Roman Reigns as his tribal chief.
Yeah.
Okay. So it'd be and you know how Roman is. He takes off from Mania and doesn't show up to the summer. So I can see him bringing in Jacob, to handle some business, because that. And shout out to Faith, being an oof, with the inside soup on her bloodline. So shout out to Faith. Shout out to Faith.
For sure.
She's part of the bloodline.
I'm with it. Let's go.
But yeah, man. LA Knight should have won that. But looks like, from what I'm seeing, and based on what happened on Monday, he's gonna be in a big feud with Seth Rollins right now, so it's still giving LA Knight something to do. But I still think LA Knight should have won that. But I thought if Seth Rollins was gonna win, he was gonna cash in on Jay eventually. But you know, Jay's not even the champ, so.
Well, Lena, who did you want to win Money in the Bank? If you're saying this is the wrong one.
she should have voted for Americano for all she cares, as long as it wasn't Seth Rollins, because she hates Seth Rollins. So me and you could have been in Money in the Bank and she would have win with either one of us, as long as Seth Rollins didn't win.
I got you. Anybody but Seth, yes. I feel you, Lena. I feel you.
So you can only imagine what I did when he won. I was like, I tagged her and I was like, hey.
What are friends for, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose they got a spike coming my way, but you know, it's always love.
Yes, indeed. All right. And of course, what happened on Raw, we got Cena versus CM Punk. This is going to happen in Saudi. So I'm fine with that. That's cool. You know, go ahead and do your Saudi thing. Go grab your money. And the stuff y'all were talking about on the show yesterday, Trell, with Goldberg possibly heading to Saudi to face Gunther for the title. If we're going to have another Goldberg match during my lifetime, let it be in Saudi. That's how I feel.
Yeah, he's a special Godzilla King Kong attraction over there in Saudi, man. They love them some Goldberg, so
yeah.
He probably would have got booed out the building in the States. So send him over there to Saudi. They love him over there. Have his retirement match, because win or lose, that's it. So it makes sense that he's going to be in Saudi. He's supposed to be a Raw Monday to finally, get that confrontation with Gunther. So, yeah, it's time to set this up and get this over with, man. Because the man is banged up too. So I'm interested to see how that match is going to go.
Okay. Yes, indeed, man. I don't want to see Goldberg anymore. So this will be good.
Yeah, he wanted one more match, and they're gonna give him just one more match, and that's it.
Yeah. So
but no more.
I want to speak on the on these recent Cena matches. I talked about being concerned about Cena ring work, right? Because he's definitely past his prime, of course, but his ring work was never really absolutely stunning ring work anyway, right? Even during his prime.
No, but he always had the high impact moves and stuff like that. So even he's admitted that his body's wearing down. And you can easily tell it's wearing down. So that's why he only has selective dates.
Yes.
So, and that's why we get in the greatest hits with he's faced, 10, 15 years ago. So I'm pretty sure one of them's going to be R-Truth again whenever that time comes. But yeah, I'm anxious to see how this match is going to turn out with two guys who are not really in their prime, and they're just one, high kick suplex away from tearing something. So we just see how that matches go. But I'm interested in seeing this because it's another Twilight Zone moment where you have Cena as a heel going against a babyface Punk, and they're always been the opposite.
Right. Yeah. That's true. Very true. But I think the story has been making his matches more interesting to me, because there's always something that's kind of on the line there, and with the exception of this recent tag match, right? Like, I thought it was a throwaway match. Like, why even do this? But they made it great by using R-Truth, Ron Killings come through, and settle a score with Cena and all this kind of stuff. And now you still got this going too. Like R-Truth could show up in this match.
Yeah.
And mess that up
Yeah.
too. You know?
Yeah. The way he's been acting, he's like this vigilante. He got no theme music right now. He's just showing up from the crowd.
Yeah.
And just doing whatever he wants to do. So he could be a menace right now. He can show up on SmackDown if he wanted to.
Although I have read like some of his comments on like Facebook and stuff. So he's talking about Ron Killings being in control and not R-Truth being in control now.
Mm-hmm.
Also, somebody said some famous rapper or whatever wanted to do a theme for him. He was like, I like what's up. That's my song. You know,
he was like, I got it. Oh, by the way, check out my other stuff. The music I've done, So
I gotta do this.
I got it. Yeah. Respectfully, no thanks, but I got it. I'm true to this, not new to this.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So he retired his last match in his hometown. Last match in his hometown.
It makes
I like
sense,
that.
but it's terrible. Don't do it.
Because I think this is going to be like a squash. The fact that he's, his knees is banged up from training. This is a good 5-minute, 7-minute match. So yeah, go on, get it out the way. Be in your hometown with the family.
Before the Saudi match?
Oh yeah, Night of Champs is all the way towards the, if I'm not mistaken, the end of the year.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's way after SummerSlam.
Sell it. If you want to bring Oldberg to Atlanta, he can get in the ring and talk.
Yeah,
I don't want to see that either. But it's fine.
I would love to see an Ilya Dragunov and Gunther one more time, man. Because the stuff they put on during the pandemic in NXT before the 2.0 era.
Well, how is his recovery coming?
I'm pretty sure it's coming on great if there's already rumblings of him having a match with Gunther at SummerSlam, and we're not that far away from August. So I guess once of Goldberg and let's see if Jay gets a rematch or not, see what goes on with that, and then just bring in the Mad Dragon. I'm ready for another round with those two.
All right, Fate. Can we end Saturday Night Main Event and please bring back the house shows? Why? First off,
I mean, technically, Saturday Night's Main Event is kind of like a house show in a way.
It is a house show.
It's nostalgia. It's from the old school.
Yeah. So,
it's literally the same thing.
About the house shows that you missed? Because I mean, it's another date that could possibly pop up in my city. That's a loss for sure. Oh, Jay is out. He's injured. Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, I don't think losing out on house shows loses very much. Saturday Night Main Event, I mean, it's another check for them. That's what this is. So
at this point we just nitpicking.
Yeah.
I don't mind Saturday Night's Main Event. I love the nostalgia of it. The intro, how the referees are dressed. It's a throwback. You gotta appreciate the throwbacks.
Yeah.
And it's not every Saturday; it's every once in a while too. So it's a treat.
Yeah, it's every quarter. Yeah. Every quarter. So yep. All right. Any more thoughts on Money in the Bank, Raw or SmackDown? I know I didn't touch any of those. SmackDown.
Yeah. The women's Money in the Bank match was by far, in my opinion, probably the best match on the card because Rhea looked really good in these matches with women half her size. And it's like you can put that woman in any type of match and she'll sell like her mortgage depended on it, and she does very, very, very well in those environments. And Stephanie Vaquer, she's already the Iron Woman because she was in a match Friday, then she was in the match at Worlds Collide, then she did Money in the Bank, then 2 days later she qualified for the Queen of the Ring on Monday. So it's the woman is everywhere. So I commend her for that because man, that's how
Okay.
high up the company has of Stephanie. If you ask me, you're looking at the face of that division.
Yeah. Yeah. She is definitely she's eclipsed Julia. Because like when they both debuted together, I thought Julia was the bigger draw, the biggest presentation, all this kind of stuff.
They tried
I
to
thought
make her
she
the
was
bigger draw, yeah.
I thought she was the alpha. And yeah,
But
it's the other way around right now. Yeah.
Stephanie just pulled up, a Latina from Chile does a
Mhm.
devil's kiss, and she is nothing special about her entrance. She just come in with the horns, and that's
Right.
it. She's simple, but everybody loves her. And
Yep.
yeah, man, she's shout to Miles Bourne, man, because he's one lucky man.
Hey. Ilya and Gunther, Lena agrees with you. Run that back for sure. Fate
Oh
saying
yeah,
Fakingo and Chad
oh
was so
yeah.
good. I did enjoy that match too. I you just kind of knew what the result was gonna be. That's my whole problem with it. But the actual action, yeah, good stuff.
Oh
How long
yeah,
before we see
and
Fakingo and on Raw or NXT? Because he's ready to go
uh,
right now too.
I guess whenever he loses that championship.
Well, they just gave it back to him for the Del Rio thing.
Yeah, so whenever they can wait if they want to. I'm just saying whenever he loses that championship, I can see them bringing him in, or they can put him in NXT. He's been everywhere. He's been in NXT, Raw, SmackDown, in the crowd. So he'll fit wherever they need him. So they got time. You can give him his reign in AAA, and when that time is up, they'll bring him in. They already got a Captain Iguana pulling up, so they had Octagon Jr. They gave him a showing at Money in the Bank against Dom, so it's like they already giving AAA some shine and some love. So you ain't gotta do it all at once.
Yeah. I think I think what's going to need to happen though is we need to get some kind of managers or something to help with the English or whatever to help them speak, and so that way some people can take to them a little bit more. I mean, I know Paul Heyman is busy. Don't get me wrong. I know that, but like to me, you need like another manager that like manages stables of people. Just like he comes out with 3 or 4 guys.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, but you don't want to oversaturate and have everybody with a manager because
Mm.
a lot of people they eventually got to learn to cut promos and talk on their own. So I'm
Yeah.
happy with EO, Julia, and Stephanie. They the opportunity and the time to actually talk, so they can improve, as they go. And they all 3 of them are improving well. I mean, the language barrier is always going to be there, but I can understand them perfectly. So that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, I did hear about the whole attacking the dad thing. That was I mean that's some good old Mexican wrestling there on
Yeah,
TV.
I thought he held the score by
um,
taking the top off of him.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, yeah. So let's was that the only other thought you had? I'm sorry. I forgot about that.
Oh, while we're on the topic of Julia, how long do you think it's gonna be before she's Women's United States champion?
Mm,
Because she's breathing down, Selena's neck.
yeah, yeah. I do see them moving off of Zelina pretty fast after the whole 619 thing with Chelsea, which is really unfortunate. I know they just had like this Puerto Rican parade in New York, and I think that's the reason why she had it. Honestly, I think she had the title for this damn parade. So
look good.
So yeah, I can see her dropping that title pretty soon. Could be at Evolution.
Exactly, Lena. Exactly, Lena. That's what I'm thinking too. She's gonna take it at Evolution because if they have Zelina beat Julia, I mean, cool, but at the same time, it's like, come on, bro.
Speaking of Evolution, I saw a quote from Booker T. He basically said Evolution should be a 2-night event because the WWE has so much talent. Do you think they could actually stretch it out for 2 nights?
I'll put it to you like this. Yeah, because we barely got any good storylines in the women's division now. We got the Judgment Day female, the Judgment Day storyline, and of course the Big Three storyline. That's it. You don't need 2 nights to throw women's matches, out there just to have them out there. No, until I see changes. Yeah, until I see changes in how they book these women's storylines, just keep it 1 night because they don't have no stories outside of those two that's being booked right now. They have these 3-hour shows, 2.5-hour shows every week, Mondays and Fridays, and you hardly see one woman's storyline and everybody else is in the back doing segments.
Cause like give me a main event for night 1 and give me a main event for night 2.
I mean, if we do that, what's the rest of the card gonna look like?
Right. you gonna have skinny cards.
Real
skinny cards for 2 nights.
It's I get what he's going with it, but it's too soon. They're barely bringing it back after a couple year hiatus. Let us see how it goes. Let's see how much revenue it makes, how good the numbers look. The numbers look good, and they can, do this every year in July. Evolution 3, Evolution 4. You know how long it took some 2 nights. Why rush into having Evolution 2 nights?
Yeah.
You're doing too much.
Yep. All right. Let's get to NXT, where and TNA sort of, because the first thing we're gonna talk about is Trick Williams, and he defended the TNA title against Elijah at against all odds. There, he won. So, Trick and A still going on. What's your thoughts on Trick being working TNA so much?
Well, it's definitely tricking A, but I'm loving the first class tricking. So,
yeah, yes.
you know what I'm saying. So you got Francis basically back in NXT, in a way. If you know, you know. Yeah. So seeing him show up every now and then now, it's and he said it himself. He's pretty much selling scores around here. So him teaming up with those two, it also gives that merger between WWE and TNA while having these guys mix up and become a crew. So I dig that. I dig that. I love the Trick Williams winning TNA title, and he's pretty much, I show up when I want to. This is Trick and A now, so he's not. I dig it. I really do. Shout out to Trick.
Yeah, man, Trick's doing good work. My concern is he being held back with this run and not being allowed to go to the main roster?
No, I think he needs this before he goes up, because he just turned heel not so long ago. So to automatically rush him up to the main roster, we don't know how good it would have, took off. So giving him this long heel championship run in TNA instead of NXT, it was a good move. So it gives them more exposure, blending in with other superstars and having matches with them. So pull up in the main roster, it's going to be good. He might pull up after SummerSlam because rumor has it the draft is finally going to happen after SummerSlam.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you can call him up then. Wow. Give him a good run with the TNA title and have him lose in the summer. And then, have him come on board.
Okay.
Bye, Faith.
Appreciate you, Faith. Yes, indeed. Okay. All right. Let's talk about the match on NXT between the Monsters. Obafemi and Troy. What is his name?
Jasper Troy.
Casper Troy, yes.
Yeah,
I know his name was here. That's all I can think of.
Yeah, Jasper Troy, man.
Did this monster match live up to it?
It did. And the fact they added an extra sprinkle on it by having him jump over in the parking lot at the beginning of the show, it added a little bit more seasoning to it, and pretty much even made Jasper Troy look even more good because you have a 100% Oba, you had like a 50% Oba. So Oba really made him look good. He looked like it's basically King Kong versus Godzilla. And King Kong, as bad as he was looking, pretty weak against Godzilla during those times. So he had him looking pretty weak at times. But when Obafemi gets called up to the main roster, Jasper Troy is going to be that guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And for him to show up automatically from LFG and he's already making headwaves and he's only going to get better. And that's the scary part. He's going to get better.
Yes. So I don't know if you agree with this at all, but the way I think of it is like if you're like a big guy, and I'm talking like 6'4" to like 6'9", something like that in that range. You're a big black guy in this height range.
Mm-hmm.
Like Obafemi's got that on lock right now, bro. Like, I don't think anybody's surpassing him.
Yeah, but you can never go wrong with having a replacement. He's gonna be the guy once Obafemi, because eventually Obafemi's gonna leave. I mean, they're very high on Obafemi, so eventually you're gonna need another big monster to take his place. Because
I'm thinking about there's a big guy on Evolution. And I'm trying to think his name. And he fits the mold. I'm not Evolution, Evolve. My God.
I mean, when that guy's ready, they'll move him to NXT, and then he'll go up through the ranks and he'll go up against Jasper Troy. It's gonna be a revolving door. So as long as you have two, there's nothing wrong with having two big men if they both know how to work.
Then I think about I don't know, man. I'd be afraid of people being stuck on a shelf, like Omos is right now. Even though I made fun of Omos, I'm sorry, Omos, I made fun of you.
Yeah, but Omos can't move like Jasper Troy and Obafemi. Omos is like he's just pretty much the Nigerian Kali.
Yeah, right.
There's difference. He just freakishly tall, and that's it. These guys can move.
The tag team with again Evolve. Wesley.
High Rise.
High Rise. Dang on it. There you go. High Rise. Like they all fit this mold too. Like these all guys like
hey man,
whatever.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's how it is. These guys are gonna be on the thick side, but they can move. I mean, more of those. You gotta think about it. Back in the day, there was a dime in a dozen. It was hard to come by. Now it's like these guys got size, strength, and let's not forget OTM. Those guys fit the bill too.
exactly.
So it's like it's good that you have multiple
Long
guys
out
out
there.
there because they all got different styles.
There's a log jam out there. Oh goodness. Okay. All right. Well, yeah,
Log jam.
we'll see what they end up doing with Jasper Troy after he going straight to the top, and then failing on his first opportunity for the NXT title. I'm still interested to see who he faces next. So,
It ain't over between those two.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I figure we'll get another.
before you get into it, we gotta talk about go real quick. Nikki Bella, she's back. She's
Yes.
back. Had a feud with Liv. It seems like they're setting up for a Bella Twins championship run if they can get Bree signed on.
Oh, I didn't think about a Bella Twins reunion. Okay.
Yeah, because they're talking to Bree right now. Getting the business side of things straightened out, and they're trying to get her straightened out before Evolution. So that way, I'm assuming they're gonna be challenging Raquel and Liv because based on what happened between Liv and Nikki, and I can see Roxanne playing a part on why they lose those titles because Liv is expecting a big push. So you got to drop them titles in order to get that big push.
I like this. I like this.
Unfortunately, to a lot of people, this will benefit the Bella Twins, get that nice nostalgia run as tag team champions because they've never done it before because the titles weren't in existence. I mean, Nikki said that she's not one and done, that she's going to be here for a minute. So maybe it's for the rest of the year. Hey, it's whenever, how long it is. I don't see them holding the titles that long either. I don't know who's gonna beat them, but I think it's gonna be like a nostalgia win because they didn't have the titles back in their day. There's barely a Divas Championship. That was it. There was no tag titles, so having them win it is gonna be a feel good moment for them. And a lot of people are gonna hate it, but it is what it is. But yeah, I can see them having a run and probably lose it within a month or two.
Okay. Yeah. Transitional champs, pretty much. All right.
Yeah.
I like it. But for that moment, that evolution though, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. I can see that happening. I'll tell you where we didn't have a title transition, and that is with JC Jane. She got to face their first match, and this lady was like, "Oh, JC Jane's the most beatable champion of all time, and I'm going to prove it." JC Jane comes out on top.
Yep, they're still teasing the rift between fatal influence, and then your girl shows up, has a name change, and she's eyeing JC Jane for her title as well as the other women in the locker room. So she might not be champ for long.
In my opinion, if I'm NXT, the way I handle this is I get her to drop it to a TNA wrestler. Because it's
kind of like a tick for tat.
Pay it back. Yes, it's a way to pay it back. It's a perfect opportunity. JC Jane not going that far with the title like this, right?
No, she's not. Hell no, I'm still not believing it. But who would be? Would it be Masha if she loses the Knockouts Championship to Tessa? Because I'm pretty sure Tessa's gonna wind up winning that championship.
Yes, there you go. Drop it to Masha after she loses to Tessa. That gives her heat in the TNA side. You don't want that heat if you NXT, right? You keep Tessa. We don't want that.
Yeah. Yeah, we know. We don't need that on our televisions, please. No. I mean, eventually they're probably gonna test the waters, but I mean they have Moose on there, so
Yeah.
all I'm saying is if you bring Tessa on board, you better have a separate locker room for her. Because there's a lot of minorities in the NXT locker room, so you might want to give her a separate room. Because they're
Exactly.
gonna be waiting for her, especially Lash Legend and Jada Parker. Yeah, go
Uh-huh.
and try them Florida girls and Georgia girls if you want to.
That's right, man. All right. Getting back to NXT, kind of buried the lead here, but the official name for Mariah May has been revealed, and it's Blake Monroe. Thoughts on the name? First off,
Somebody online said that it sounded like a porn star name.
okay.
I
I can see that.
mean, I can see it too. It's like one of those old school porn star names from the 90s. Starring Blake Monroe.
Mhm.
But I know you was loving this. You get some Mariah May on NXT television.
Hey,
And you know what? She still kept up with the glamour, and coming out the bathtub and stuff like that. So, they still play a little bit of the AEW, but in PG version of NXT. So
that's
I
right.
dig it. So
That's right.
looks like for now she's a face. I don't know exactly officially what she's gonna be until the contract signing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think the contract
um,
sign is gonna give us the example of who she's gonna go against, how she's going to be, how she's gonna interact with them, and all this kind of stuff. She's gotta be a heel. Like that's what she does, right?
I mean, in WWE, they let these people walk that fine line that they can be both a heel and a face, or be a face with an attitude, kind of like Kalani. They haven't really officially made
Mm,
Kalani a heel, but
true.
she walks that edgy line,
Hmm.
so to speak. You know,
Yeah. Well, look, just judging off of her, little vignette she had, she's basically like, I'm beautiful, but I'll rip your face off or whatever. She's
and
terrifying.
if you don't believe her, ask Tony Storm how that
Yeah,
went.
no, exactly. She's a terrifying person, okay? But she's beautiful.
So they got a major player in the NXT Women's Division for sure.
No doubt.
So we'll
No doubt.
see if she goes straight to the top or someone else is going to take that spot.
Yep, no doubt about it. Let's see. Blake is a tribute to her niece, and Monroe obviously is Marilyn Monroe. Yep. Uh-huh. Okay. So she'll be a face most likely. All right, Greg.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
because I mean, yeah, for now. But, if once they see how good she
Mariah's,
can be as a heel, I won't be surprised they flip her.
Mariah's a terrible person. I can't see Blake being much different.
Yeah. Never trust a woman with a porn star name. That's all I'm saying.
So
Just saying.
yeah. Yep, but fresh in ring persona for sure, Lena. This is definitely going to be something new to NXT, and can't wait to see her get in the mix. So yeah, man. All right, man.
Exactly.
Anything else about NXT you want to bring up before we wrap this thing up?
It's good to see Lash Legend back.
Yes.
It's like her and Kalani might have something going because she keeps little sister and Kalani. Let the big girls talk. You stay over there in the playland. I'm still waiting for Zaire to turn on Soruka. Yeah, man, and
What do you think
give
happened with
Jada Parker a shot.
um the dude got kicked out of the Cullen?
Oh, Jensen?
Yes.
I don't
You think
know.
he's gonna get fired or what?
Either that or they probably gonna somehow put him and old boy back together.
Ah, okay. So what they gonna do to the dude from Japan?
Just have those two and the dude from Japan. or maybe, he might just beat up on the Asian dude and his boy come back and help him. I can see them as a heel tag team.
Okay. Luca with the crowbar can't be trusted. All right.
Oh,
yeah, I did. He did have the crowbar like he was about to hit the Don, but he was like, "No, Don, it's not what I was doing."
That's a low key story right there, man. It's like bloodline level NXT version with the family, because eventually Lucifino is going to join Stacks. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Okay.
They just playing right now, and then eventually Rizzo, she got to come back and fall in line as well. So it's because I don't see the Don starting a whole new family, because he's long overdue for a main roster call up.
Yeah, he's waiting. Trick, Oba, Lash,
Jada.
It's a long list right now, bro.
Yeah. Jada Parker, you can add her to that list. Maybe Jordan Grace, add her to the. I'm telling you, when they have this draft after SummerSlam, it's gonna be a major shift in these locker rooms.
It's a long list. I think Legend and Parker might be starting a new faction. Oh, okay. Bianca will be the leader, or Naomi, depending upon which way they go. Okay.
Oh, when they get called up.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to see Jada Parker by herself, though.
Luca, special guest referee. I like this, Lena.
Oh, that was. That's some messiness right there, boy.
Now.
That'd be some messiness right there, boy. I tell you.
Book it now. This is great. So, okay. Yeah, man. But look, Russell's been pretty good, man. We'll see what's gonna happen this week. What you guys got going on coming up this next week on Sports for You Wrestling, man?
Oh man, the month of June rolls on in our our family theme called the Family Function, as we celebrate the month of June and Juneteenth. So every week we've been having members of the CCN, Townhouse Media, DW family pop in. If you catch last night's episode with Cash and Nessa, it was off the chain. It was off the chain. So next week we're gonna have Boss Lady and Miami from the DWE family. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Sir. Yes, sir. You guys be sure to watch, because y'all definitely coming with fire, man. And how's the Raw watch alongs been going?
Oh,
I'm always doing the
Tribal
podcast.
War Zone. The Tribal War Zone's been doing good on Mondays, man. Me, Nessa, and John. John is gonna be with us for the summer because he's on that Pat McAfee schedule. So most of his obligations are free during the summer. So he's gonna be with us for the summer, and it's going good, man. The show is going well. I love the commercial break that we have, because they always want to have commercials, too many commercials. So we have little shorts, little mini videos during those commercials to kill time. It's good, awesome. Man. It's good over there.
Awesome. All right, man. Well, appreciate you coming on again, and appreciate everybody watching and all the commenters and everything out there. Be sure you check us out again next week. We'll be back talking more wrestling and whatnot. So, Kenny Omega, take us home.
Must bid you two goodbye. Good night. Bang! Yes!
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.